Hello everyone, so yesterday if you remember, I demoed different techniques for you to use, and then you also got to practice them as well. If you remember the artist we looked at yesterday, her name is Fiorella Baiz. We will be going over the prompt today, inspired by some of her paintings. Fiorella Baiz creates these expressive paintings on static maps. She manipulates the background and adds layers to the paint to express her identity. You'll be choosing a special place that is important to you and that has some type of meaning and then expresses the aspect of your identity or expresses how that place makes you feel. Now I know that she uses real maps to paint over, but I think it'd be a good to practice and understand the background can be a great indicator of what the painting is trying to inform or how the background influences the painting itself. Remember, your place can be a map, but it could also be a picture of that place. Some of you might choose a playground or a state park or somewhere you went on vacation. Your special place is all up to you, but remember to think about what you want to express within that place. So I'll just be showing you a quick demo of how you can start using the techniques that you practiced and learned about yesterday to create expression. The place that I chose as my special place is Indiana. The reason why I chose Indiana as my special place is because I grew up there. I printed off an image of Indiana to paint on, and remember, your place can be a map, it can also be a picture of the place. Also, another great resource is to have reference images of what you want to paint so you can have an idea of dimensions or what you want to do. So when you start painting, you want to make sure you have all your supplies, and that will include paint brushes, a cup of water, paper towel. For me, I'm going to be using a tray, but also a plate works just fine, and obviously your paint. For you, you'll probably want to sketch out what you want to paint, but for the sake of time in class, I'll be demoing my ideas of expression right onto the image. So for me, something that I want to express in my painting is growth. What you choose to paint can symbolize what you want to express. So for my idea of growth, I have chosen to paint a snake moving through the map. Snakes are a symbol of growth, shedding a new skin, growing as a human being. To me, Indiana was where I grew up, and that shaped me into who I am today. And so that is why I'm using a snake to symbolize that. So to start, I have a reference image of a snake next to me to get an idea of how I want to paint my snake. Another thing to keep in mind is the colors that you decide to choose. So to start off, we're going to be using a paintbrush and getting some paint. White paint can be used, at least for me, I'm going to be using it as a symbol of purity and growth. And you can see here that I am just starting to get the layout of my snake that I'm painting, and using nice and thick brush strokes. And the cool thing about this too is that you can kind of see the map through the paint as well. And then here's me kind of just adding in extra paint, making it nice and smooth, getting the body right, because snakes, they manipulate their body to move in different ways. And you can kind of see here that right now I am creating a circle around where I lived. So that is something that you can do to add into your painting to create the expression. So I'm creating this idea of home and that the snake is going around where I lived. So even here, my strokes are still very gestural, just trying to get the basic image down onto my paper. And I'm about to start making the head. The head was just basically a diamond shaped. So for me, I just want to keep the snake itself pretty simple. Sometimes simplicity is the better option rather than making it a super intricate snake, and it also gives this idea of delicacy. So right now I'm choosing a different brush, and I'm starting to add some different mark making, and to me this kind of just symbolizes the playfulness of being a child and growing up, and the flow of being a kid. And you can see here I'm doing different marks and creating movement within someone's eye, whoever is looking at it. You can also see that I am layering different colors together and turning 3 lines into 1 line, and creating this idea of motion and layers within my childhood, because there's so many different aspects of you growing up and becoming a new person. And so here I am mixing new paint and adding in dimensions into my snake, because snakes have underbellies, and so you can just see the dimensions of my snake. And I chose green because green is just one of those colors that symbolizes growth. And so here is the finished product. Your painting can be as simple or as intricate and delicate as you want, depending on what you want to express within your painting. For the sake of the demo and time, I chose to do something more on the lines of simplicity, but also just to show you what some ideas of expression could be as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed my demo, and hopefully it didn't take up too much time during class today. Now is the time to go ahead and start doing some research and thinking about what you want your place to be, and how you're going to express how you feel, or what you want to express onto your place. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started.